Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into an absolutely fascinating case study in rapid economic evolution. We're going to unpack exactly how a literal stretch of sand and sea transformed into one of the wealthiest, most futuristic cities on the entire planet. The story of Dubai, it's basically a masterclass in how vision, necessity, and pure ambition can completely redefine what's possible for a modern metropolis. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this. Just a few decades ago, this whole region was defined by quiet, serene coastlines, traditional fishing boats, and seemingly endless sand dunes. Now, fast forward to today, that exact same sand is pierced by the towering Burj Khalifa, anchoring this hyper-modern global city. You really have to ask yourself, how exactly did a society tethered to such a harsh desert environment leap straight into the future? Section 1. The Quiet Fishing Village. Let's move to and see how this builds, because what's really staggering about this evolution is the incredibly rapid compression of time. Most global cities take centuries to develop. But here, in the pre-1960s, Dubai was home to a modest population of around 40,000 people, mostly living in simple fishing and pearling villages. Then, bam, a massive pivot in the 1960s, the historic discovery of oil acted as this powerful catalyst, just accelerating development right into the present day, where that population has exploded to over 3.5 million in a critical global hub. And looking ahead, the timeline stretches even further into a sci-fi vision of an AI-driven smart city and advanced space tech. Section 2, the 1960s oil discovery. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the pace completely changed in the 1960s when workers uncovered oil fields, permanently altering the region's destiny. But here's the absolutely crucial thing to understand. Dubai's oil reserves were actually quite modest, especially when you compare them to its neighbor, Abu Dhabi. Their leadership realized early on that this oil wealth had a strict expiration date. So this forced a highly strategic step-by-step layering of wealth. They took that early oil revenue and aggressively funded global shipping ports and robust trade infrastructure. Then they followed that up with a calculated push into luxury tourism development, and finally, establishing international business and tech hubs. They deliberately built this unstoppable, diversified economic engine to secure their long-term prosperity. Section 3. The modern global metropolis. Think of this next phase like a high-speed time-lapse. Empty desert sand gives way to a literal forest of construction cranes, rapidly building out futuristic infrastructure. We are talking about the Burj Khalifa, a staggering feat of engineering that requires specialized structural designs just to withstand the intense winds way up at that altitude. Then you've got the Palm Jumeirah, this massive artificial island that literally added dozens of miles of new coastline to the city. Throw in the vibrant Dubai Marina, the endless luxury hotels, and massive aviation hubs. It's a rapid-fire montage of architectural triumphs that draw millions from every corner of the globe. But beneath the surface of all those flashy buildings, the true lifeblood of this city is aggressive business growth. We're looking at international companies, thriving financial districts, and massive global trade. Thousands of professionals are meeting in sleek modern offices while these massive shipping ports tirelessly move goods day and night. And Dubai International Airport, it's become one of the busiest in the entire world for international passenger traffic, basically acting as a funnel, constantly dropping off the world's top talent to these booming technology and innovation centers. This non-stop commercial activity is the actual engine powering the modern metropolis. Section 4, tomorrow's futuristic smart fleet. So, the crucial point is that the most remarkable thing about Dubai is that the construction cranes aren't coming down, they're simply shifting their focus toward the future. This next phase is all about fundamentally redefining urban living. Future Dubai is transitioning towards smart city concepts that heavily integrate AI into daily life. And rather than just relying on fossil fuels, they're developing massive renewable energy projects. Take the vast Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum solar park, for instance. It's actually one of the largest in the world. They're also pushing hard for autonomous transportation systems and advanced space technology. What we're seeing is a live-action blueprint for global innovation. They are actively prototyping what tomorrow's smart cities will look like. Picture a wide shot of this skyline during sunset. As the sun dips below the horizon, millions of lights begin turning on across the entire city, illuminating all that dramatic architecture. If you pan upward, it reveals a sprawling urban center, gleaming brilliantly against the dark backdrop of the Arabian desert. It really serves as this stark visual monument to human engineering and relentless vision. And this brilliantly illustrates the incredible paradox we're left looking at. I mean, we've gone from traditional fishing boats to advanced space technology, from quiet sand dunes to towers literally reaching into the clouds. As Dubai continues to build the smart city of tomorrow, it really begs the question, what happens when a city completely outgrows its desert origins? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep questioning what the future holds.